Hey guys, it's Kevin here, and today I'm going to review the Beat Sonic IF-04EP smartphone mirroring kit for Lexus IS 2014 to 2016 model year. I have a 2015 IS350 which I installed it on. So this kit retails for around $360 on the Beat Sonic website, and it comes with most of the components that you need to actually get your Lexus up and running with the iPhone mirroring system. However, it is missing three components, which are the Apple digital AV converter, a lightning cable, and a lightning extension cable. So when you look at a total system cost, it may be pushing $400 depending on how cheaply you can get those other components. And yeah, so in this video I'm going to quickly talk over the installation and then give you a demo of how it works and give my thoughts on certain features that I've used for the past month, and then finally I'll give my final thoughts on this system as a whole. So yeah, just keep tuned and let's start the video. So let's talk about installation. So I myself am not an aftermarket expert. I'm not really keen on installing all these components. I really don't know how to do anything related to your car. Honestly, I can't even replace my car oil, which is pretty sad, but that's just how it is. But anyways, I managed to install this system into my car. So what happens is when they send you the kit, there's actually a PDF instruction manual, which is pretty detailed. It has photos and instruction. It teaches you how to actually install it. However, I'm more of like a video type of person, so I tried looking for a video. And at the time that I was installing it, Beat Sonic hadn't uploaded their video for IS, but since then they have. So that'll probably be a point of reference for a lot of you who are actually trying to install this kit. I, however, just reference Lexus RC350 videos of people installing it because the interior is pretty much very similar. So I'm just gonna give you a quick rundown of like what actually goes on in the installation. So in the installation, you have to take out all these side panels over here. You have to remove this handrest. You have to remove this shift knob to finally get to the screws that are holding the center navigation console down. So once you remove the center navigation console, you install all the Beat Sonic components, which there's a lot of them. There's like 5 or 6 things. You can look at my previous videos to see what actually comes with it. So once you kind of install it, you need to put it all back in here. So the first weird part is there's a bit of space behind this navigation unit, but there isn't like an enormous amount of space. So when you're shoving it back, it's kind of awkward because sometimes I have to put something there and just hope it doesn't fall and then kind of just shove my unit back in, which is pretty weird and janky. But at the end of the day, I got my navigation unit back in. There doesn't seem to be any side effects and everything seems to be working. So what you do is you actually run a lightning cable down from the passenger side here, which you'll be using to connect to your iPhone, which will be outputting to the screen. And yeah, like it's pretty much the installation. It's honestly pretty easy, but it's not exactly for the faint of heart because a lot of the components you have to pull on it pretty hard to actually get it to come off, and it does sound like it's breaking most of the time. But once you get over the first few components, you get used to it, and yeah, it's pretty simple installation. So the next part of the video, I'm going to talk about the demoing of like the device and giving my quick thoughts on certain aspects that I like and I don't like. So let's continue to the next part. So now let's do a quick demo of how this device actually works in your car, and I'm going to give you my thoughts as we go along this demo. So once you've connected your phone to the lightning cable that we ran through the mirroring system through the back of the nav unit, all you have to do is turn on your car. So the thing about the Lexus car is that it remembers the last media option that you chose, right? So say you had Bluetooth working before you turn off your car. Upon start up your car next time, you'll have Bluetooth as your go-to option. In this case, I had it set to AV mode. So once the car starts back up, it'll go straight into AV mode. As you can see right now, it's mirroring Google Maps. Show you my phone. This is Google Maps. It works. There's a slight lag, but that's like to be expected, right? So one quick thing to know about the video. So the thing about this unit is it actually outputs AV, and AV has a maximum resolution of 720 by 480, which, as you know, is not HD. Also, I reckon the default Lexus Nav unit actually has a larger resolution than AV. So what happens is, as you can see, or maybe you can't see from this video, is it's not the clearest. It's kind of blurry, but everything is legible, so that's the most important thing. And when you first install this kit, it's really weird because let me go to options and show you something. So when you first install this kit, for some reason it sets the what the hell? Okay. Sorry, let me just go back real quick. So when you first install this kit, the default option is normal. And I'm gonna switch it to normal to show you what it looks like. This is what normal looks like. As you can see, there's like a black bezel to the left and right, and everything looks really squished. So don't be shocked when the first time you turn on your car after setting up the system that it looks really, really weird. All you have to do is just go back into the menu and pretty much change it to stretched. Stretched. Another thing is when you go to display lets you change the colors of the actual output, and for whatever reason the default color settings for the Lexus make your iPhone look retarded. Like everything's really, really vibrant, the colors are all wonky, but you can always tone it down and kind of get it close to what you think is the closest representation of what is actually on your iPhone. So that's it for in terms of video, of the actual video quality. So it does work pretty well. Another thing is when you turn off your iPhone, sadly the screen also goes off, except when you're playing YouTube. I think I'm pretty sure when you play YouTube it'll still remain on. So yeah, let me go over audio. So since you're running an actual analog input into your car, the audio is actually pretty good. It sounds better than Bluetooth, and that should be expected since it's a direct connection to your car. So let me play some audio just to prove it. Yeah. So there's no issue with the actual audio quality. The issue rises from actually when you connect your phone via AV, your car sadly no longer has like Bluetooth control, right? So on your steering wheel, these buttons, these control your iPhone through Bluetooth, right? However, if you, man, Scott, focus. However, if you have your device outputting to AV, this no longer works. See, I'm trying to skip songs and it's not skipping. Volume does work because volume is universal. However, skipping songs does not work. Siri actually works, surprisingly. I just activated Siri. What's the weather like right now?
It looks around 71 degrees.
Okay, cancel. Okay, cancel this. Okay, the weird part is after you use Siri, it actually makes you leave the AV output, which is really annoying. In this case, it went to Bluetooth. But I think there's ways to make it so it only goes back to that screen, so you only have to make it full screen again. But that's the weird part of using Siri. It kicks you out of the AV mode, but Siri does work. If you absolutely have to use Siri, it will work. So a workaround for the song controlling, because it's kind of annoying to be honest. Like for me, I get bored of songs easy, so I want to skip songs. So one option is actually if you have an Apple Watch. This is really hard to focus, but if you have an Apple Watch, you can actually control your iPhone and see, you can control it through your wrist and it'll still work. I can skip songs. I'm using one hand now, so you really can't see that I'm actually trying to skip songs, but it does work if you have an Apple Watch. Also, they sell on Amazon these little button things which connect to your iPhone and can control your songs wirelessly through Bluetooth. So that's another option if you really absolutely have to have a way to skip songs without actually trying to like touch your phone and stuff, because it's really annoying when you're driving. It's very unsafe if I pick up my phone and try to change the songs manually. So please like think of the other options before doing that. However, there is a workaround. It's not the most ideal, but like I said, it's better than trying to mess with your phone. So let me see what else we need to cover. Video. like I said, YouTube, you can watch videos if you really want to, but honestly, I think most people are going to use this to actually mirror either Waze or Google Maps, because honestly, the built-in navigation unit just sucks. It's simply terrible. Like, Lexus really needs to reconsider what software they're using, because it's just simply terrible. They should just let us use our iPhone or Android device with Apple CarPlay or Android Car, because that's honestly the future. So let me just play a quick video. Oh, another thing is there's actually no lag between the videos. So normally when I used to try to watch videos on my iPhone via Bluetooth, right, there'll be like some lag between the audio and the video, since there's just a lag, because your iPhone is viewing it in real time, whereas Bluetooth is a slight lag. However, when you view AV mode, it kind of syncs it up, so everything's fine. And as you can see, you can turn off your phone when it's in YouTube mode and it works perfectly fine. Okay. So one problem with the Lexus itself is, for some reason, it happens very rarely. However, sometimes the Lexus will forget your settings, right? It might make your display go back to normal, which is not full widescreen, instead of stretched. However, that doesn't happen that often, so you just have to correct that. And also sometimes the color gets messed up because the car forgets for some reason what color you had set previously. But again, this is minor nuisances, and it's rarely ever happened. So the thing about this kit is you also have to install a navigation bypass kit, which comes with its own features, one of which is you can actually disable the GPS and fool the car into thinking it's parked, so you can enter addresses into the Lexus navigation. I honestly will never use that because, like I said, Lexus navigation is trash, and the reason I have this mirroring kit is so I can use Google Maps. So if you really absolutely have to know how to use that feature, they have it through the steering wheel control. So if I go, I think it's up plus minus, and if you hear the double beep, it turned off my GPS essentially, and now I can enter addresses if I really want to. And to cancel this, you just do it again, which has 4 beeps and tells you your GPS is back on. You can't send addresses anymore. So yeah, let's do like a driving demo to just show you how this, just to prove to you that this actually works when you're driving, because that's the most important part. Yeah. Let's do that. So right now I'm going to give you a quick demo of how this actually looks like when you're driving. So originally with the stock Lexus IS, you're not able to access AV output when your car is in motion. However, as you can see, I'm clearly driving right now and everything seems to be working.
In 1,000 feet, turn right on Point Road.
So as you can hear, the audio from my iPhone is outputting through the car, so I can hear where I'm actually going. And one benefit is there's actually no lag. Like I said, in Bluetooth, there's a somewhat lag. However, when you output AV, there's no lag. So you hear your directions a little bit earlier than you do with Bluetooth, if you're really anal about that stuff. But honestly, most people would never really notice the difference. And I don't think I mentioned it yet. However, when you connect your iPhone to the charger, the charger actually doesn't get the full voltage rail, so your iPhone can actually discharge faster than it can charge. So if you have your iPhone using Google Maps at a somewhat moderate brightness, it's gonna lose charge faster than you can charge it. And honestly, the only workaround is just turn the brightness on your iPhone to the lowest setting as possible, and that will fix it. So from where I'm sitting, the driver's seat, like I mentioned before, the display looks blurry if you look close up, but from the driver's seat, it honestly looks pretty good. I can see all the text I need to see. Everything seems to be pretty good. So there's no complaint from the driver's seat. If you want to be picky, the resolution is a little off, but like I said, it's fine from this angle. So let me give you my final thoughts on this product. Like I said, installation is pretty easy. Anyone can do it. If I can do it, anyone can do it. However, if you're not comfortable with taking apart your car, then this is definitely not for you. In terms of the mirroring functionality, video, I would say the video is a bit blurry. However, that's fine from where I'm sitting at because everything's legible. It's not like insanely blurry we can't even read out the words. It's just if you're OCD or about quality of the display, it's not quite there, but it's okay. The audio is fantastic. The audio sounds better than Bluetooth, and there's not much more to say to that. The main thing about the audio is like you actually can't skip songs using your steering wheel buttons, which for me is kind of a nuisance because I'm kind of like conditioned to use this button on my steering wheel because I listen to Bluetooth audio most of the time. I can control my songs. However, who knows, maybe in a couple months I get used to using my Apple Watch, or I might even buy one of those Bluetooth song switching things. I don't know what they're called, Bluetooth remote. But until then, it's just really annoying that you can't change songs using your steering wheel. So the thing about mirroring is Lexus may or may not come out with an Apple CarPlay or Android Car solution in the future. And even if they do, it's not going to be available for 2014 to 2016 Lexus, right? So this is, as of right now, this is the closest that you can possibly get to Apple CarPlay in terms of mirroring, right? But let's say you just use your phone on an air vent, right? If you're okay and you're perfectly happy with that and there's no need for improvement, then this system is definitely not worth it for you. However, if you're like me and you don't like the clutter of having an air vent phone thing here, you don't like the redundancy of like having a screen that you honestly never use because Lexus navigation is just trash, the UI is trash, everything about it is just complete trash, frankly speaking, and having an air vent thing blocks air conditioning, then yeah, maybe this is worth it, Like for me, I don't use this every day. The system is mainly used for shorter trips because it's not worth the hassle of setting it up for short trips, right? Like if you have your phone here and you connect it, then you have to go into your media, you have to select AV, you have to select full screen, and it's just a lot of work for a short trip that is not necessarily worth it. Where this really shines is when you're using it on a longer trip, like a road trip, and you have the time to set it up, then it works flawlessly, I would say. So at the end of the day, the price is a bit steep. It's pushing $400 for a whole system. But if you absolutely have to mirror your phone, this is probably the only, if not the best solution out there. And if I had to put a number to it, I would say it's like an 8 out of 10. It works exactly as you expect it to. The only downfalls aren't anything to do with the Beat Sonic kit itself. It's more due to a limitation of the Lexus car. Certain things you can't do because it's just built into this car. So I wouldn't fault Beat Sonic for that, but I do factor into the overall system of this. So yeah, overall, I'm pretty happy with this device. It works exactly as promised, and there's not that many complaints, honestly, besides the song switching. So yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to let me know, and I'll try to answer you as soon as I can. And thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe for future videos on technology and random things like this. Thanks.